The defense of truth is simple. The defense of reasonable publication is slightly more complex. The European Court has developed the idea that if a publication is reasonable, then it may be justified even if it's not wholly true. These are some of the elements that might go to define reasonableness. For example, the journalist made good faith efforts to prove the truth of the statement and believed it to be true. Or the defamatory statements were contained in an official report, with the journalist not being required to verify the accuracy of all statements in the report. In either case, the topic reported on must have been a matter of public concern and interest. A good example of how this operates in practice is the European Court's case of Bladet Tromsø versus Norway. This concerned media reporting on seal hunting, as part of which journalists had quoted from official reports. But some of the allegations that they reported turned out later to be untrue. Some of the seal hunters sued for defamation and won, but the European Court of Human Rights held that this violated the right to freedom of expression of the journalists. The court took account of the overall background against which the statements in question had been made, notably the controversy that seal hunting represented at the time in Norway and a genuine public interest in these matters. The court also underlined that the manner of reporting in question should not be considered just by reference to the disputed articles, but in the wider context of the newspaper's coverage of the seal hunting issue. According to the court, the impugned articles were part of an ongoing debate of evident concern to the local, national and international public, in which the views of a wide selection of interested actors were reported. While the court accepted that some allegations in the newspaper's articles were serious, there were several countervailing factors. Overall, the court held that the criticism was not an attack against all the crew members or any specific crew member. The court also emphasized that the press should normally be entitled, when contributing to public debate on matters of legitimate concern, to rely on the contents of official reports without having to undertake its independent research to establish the veracity of allegations and findings in these reports. Otherwise, the vital public watchdog role of the press might be undermined. Together with the case of Torgerson versus Iceland, this case created wide latitude for the media to report on issues of public importance.